unnoticed. Our average direct industry salary is over $80,000 a year. The average indirect is over $60,000. That's well above Pennsylvania averages. I think any of us that are involved in the industry get this question asked, most of us all the time: how can I do business with the shale industry? That's the reason for this panel. This is the reason for the supply chain. Because when you are an operator, a drilling operator, that's just one component of the overall business. Katie's slide earlier showed an amazing statistic. 400 different individuals in 150 different job categories to do a well from start to finish. And that's not including the midstream segment, which is crucial in getting the gas to market. That's a tremendous amount of people needed on a daily basis. A tremendous amount of skill sets needed. And a lot of you in this room have those skill sets. A lot of you have companies that we need on a daily basis to be able to work and grow our industry responsibly in Pennsylvania. That's the reason for this panel. I will turn it over to Jim, who will be the moderator of that. And really, this is supposed to be a 10,000-foot overview of how some great success stories like Borton and Lawson in our own backyard have done so well. And then from a company's perspective, what they're looking for, what they expect businesses to be able to do for them. And then real quick before that, I just want to mention two other individuals that came in, George Kelly and Christopher Minora with the Lackawanna County Community and Economic Development Office, and we're happy to have them as well. And with that, I'll turn it over to Jim for certainly a great panel.
Thanks, John. It's truly a pleasure to be here. Before I begin, I always like to say thank you to the sponsors. I think the API, ANGA, IOGA, and the Marcellus Shale Coalition, the previous panel did an excellent job, and it's really hard to follow such a great panel. But I also wanted to thank the chambers and all of the sponsors and exhibitors. This is truly one of those events that is a true opportunity to network and to get to know people and to learn a little bit about what's going on out there. As John said, my name is Jim Ladlee. I'm the Associate Director for the Penn State Marcellus Center, and I'm also the Director of Special Initiatives for the Shale Training and Education Center, which we have several of our colleagues here today. The Shale Training and Education Center is a partnership between Penn State Cooperative Extension and the Pennsylvania College of Technology. And we started in about 2008, 2009, and since 2009 we've been able to train about 10,000 people in shale-related occupations and certifications. It truly is a pleasure to be here on a day when the Marcellus Shale is the largest producing natural gas field in the United States and has truly become, as Katie said, the epicenter of shale plays, for shale plays and governments around the world. People are looking here to see what's happening here and why it's been so successful. The most exciting part of my job is helping businesses and individuals understand the enormous opportunities that shale represents. Just on the individual basis, as John and Katie actually said, those are the 420 individuals across 150 occupations. That's from our study through the Shale Training and Education Center. And that is a real number. Most people, when you start to think about how many people are on a well pad, you start to see those numbers come to life. And on the upstream supply chain side, we know that it can take up to 100 subcontractors or more to bring a single shale well into production. So it's not just about individuals, it's about business opportunities as well. We've seen several local businesses be extremely successful and take advantage of the opportunities represented by shale when they take the time to develop quality industry networks, when they work to understand how their business fits the shale industry, they sincerely focus on safety, and they have a good entrance strategy. So what's the plan for entering into the supply chain? And thinking of that supply chain piece, that's exactly what we're here for this morning. It's thinking of that path forward, and we have an excellent panel to take us through that. So the first up with our outstanding panel, we will be looking on the upstream potential. Will be Chris Cook with WPX Energy, and he's a construction supervisor with WPX. Thank you.